What's going on, everybody? I'm Eric Lindquist at Awesemo.com, and these are my three favorite Monkey Knife Fight plays for today. If you haven't had a chance yet to play on their site, they don't require the same amount of time commitment to be competitive over there as the other DFS sites. So whether it's MLB, which we're going to focus on today, UFC, soccer, esports, they have something for everybody. Give them a try using promo code Awesemo, getting $100 first match deposit bonus right now. Let's get to my three MLB plays for today. For my first pick of the day, we're going to head to the Home Run Blast. And if you are not familiar with Fridays at Monkey Knife Fight, you are in for a treat because there is a $25,000 bonus for anybody who has three players that hit one home run each in their lineup. Now, we can still play the 0.5, and it has to be a buy-in of $5 or more, but I'm telling you, there's no better deal around the entire DFS industry right now. So get in this game right now, and I've got three guys, my favorites, in the main game section to hit a home run. We're going to start with Nelson Cruz and Brandon Lau of the Tampa Bay Rays going up against Michael Pineda. This is, I don't think it's a revenge spot going back into Minnesota here for Nelson Cruz. He definitely loved playing there, but Michael Pineda, very bad at pitching baseballs, gives up high and far contact, 16.1 degree launch angle on the season, nearly a 45% hard hit percentage, and a 459 expected slugging. That spells disaster going up against Nelson Cruz, 513 expected slugging, 374 xWOBA, which doesn't really matter for home run purposes, but 53% hard hit percentage certainly does. And of course, Brandon Lau on the other side of that, 43.6% hard hit percentage, 17.3 degree average launch angle. Definitely see at least one of those two dudes. I mean, we're gearing for both because we want to share that 25K, but love playing the Tampa Bay Rays here, so long as you get Lau and Nelson Cruz batting off first and second in this lineup. And pairing with them, Matt Olson of the Oakland Athletics going into Texas here in this one. 28 home runs on the season. I don't think you need much convincing for this guy, the first baseman, going up against one Dane Dunning in order to be rostering him and putting him into this trio. 42.2% hard hit percentage Dane Dunning is giving up on the season. Matt Olson, nearly 50% with a 17.2 degree average launch angle. He hits the ball high and far. Very excited about adding him to this trio. Give all three of these guys a play over on Monkey Knife Fight for the Home Run Blast, and hopefully we can share all of that money together. For my second pick of the day, we're going to go to a pair of Southpaws facing each other in Arizona tonight. I'm going to be taking Blake Snell more than 6.5 strikeouts and Madison Bumgarner less than 4.5 strikeouts. Starting with one Blake Snell, he's coming off of by far, and this is not hyperbole, by far his best start of the entire season in his last outing. We know the kind of pedigree that exists with Blake Snell. He's not been up to snuff this year since the trade, getting to San Diego, 4.86 ERA, 1.56 whip, but the K's have still been there. And so long as he is not walking a bunch of dudes, he still had 3 walks in this last outing against Arizona, but facing the same team back to back, I'm never concerned about that. I think there's a crazy amount of strikeouts that exist in this Diamondbacks lineup. They have no Eduardo Escobar. He's off to greener pastures in Milwaukee. Give me all of the more than 6.5 props that I can possibly find on Blake Snell today, hoping that he continues this trend of better pitching going forward, going into the playoffs. And then on the other side of this, Madison Bumgarner, he's dust. Madison Bumgarner is dust, and 4.5 strikeouts is too many going up against the San Diego team. And of course, San Diego, a little bit depleted here, but they just don't strike out that much. 22.6% K percentage up against lefties on the entire season. It's kind of middle of the pack here. They don't have a ton of strikeouts, it looks like, in their lineup going forward. And not having Tatis is one thing, but it's all right if they don't have Tatis, just in terms of like for the K potential here. So I really like going up against Madison Bumgarner here, who just doesn't have the kind of strikeout stuff that he once did in his days in San Francisco. So give me the less than on his 4.5. Combine these two together, and I think we've got a really good play over on Monkey Knife Fight. And for my final play of the day, let's head to the Baltimore Orioles at Boston Red Sox game. I think that there are a lot of runs in store here. Maybe not as much for the Baltimore side, but I think there's a quality hitter we can pull in Cedric Mullins to add to this fantasy challenge pick. I have 3 batters here, Cedric Mullins being the one from the Baltimore side. We're going to pair him with Rafael Devers and JD Martinez. But starting with Mullins, the guy is just the best player here on the Baltimore Orioles on both sides, either defensively, offensively. But of course, we're only focused on the offensive side in the Fantasy Challenge. 458 expected slugging for him on the season, getting to face Nick Pivetta here. And he's given up some power here and there, gives up some fly balls as well. 17.6% average launch angle. 379 expected slugging isn't that great in terms of Cedric Mullins' potential here, but a lot of walks kind of being given up by him too. 10% walk rate on the season. I think Cedric Mullins could sneakily get a couple doubles, could probably get on base and cause some havoc. I think he makes a nice pairing with the two main events being Boston. So Boston, 6.5 total runs for an implied team total in this one. It's 85 degrees in Boston today in Fenway, 75% humidity. Let's go to the two best hitters on the team in Rafael Devers, JD Martinez. 562 expected slugging for Devers, 520 expected slugging for JD Martinez, best on the Boston Red Sox. Both also make crazy hard contact, both over 48.5% hard hit percentage on the season. Devers all the way up to 52.7%. I mean, these are guys who are going to smoke baseballs going up against Spencer Watkins, who has been serviceable here for Baltimore so far, but it's a 28-year-old rookie who couldn't really get himself out of the Detroit system for the better part of 6-7 years. And definitely can give up some home runs. We saw in AAA, 2.58 home runs per nine in 2019, 1.65 home runs per nine in 2021 in AAA, up until getting to the big leagues where that's gone down to 1.13. I see some regression in store for one Spencer Watkins, who has a 4.22 ERA, but a 5.3 xERA. So I'm definitely seeing some negative regression in store for him. Give me all of the Boston bats, but specifically give me Devers and Martinez today. And those are my three plays for Monkey Knife Fight today. Do not forget to use that promo code Awesemo for $100 first match deposit bonus, and best of luck tonight.